going to start the proceedings off with a primer, as By Normie did for Terry Biviano last week. It's a Mercier primer, and the colour is Radiance. It's got a golden tinge, and I'm just going to start the proceedings off with putting a little bit of the back of my hand and just applying it to the centre of the face. Now what this does, Glams, is it gives that little bit of illuminating to that area, and it holds the foundation, which is imperative for a big night. It's actually sort of, you know, if you can find a primer that you can wear every day, it does make the world of difference to your foundation. I'm going to do a little bit here in the, on the forehead. Okay, so that's given my skin a little bit of dewiness. Now what Normie did also before the foundation is he contoured the skin. Now he used a Bobbi Brown foundation stick in a darker colour. I'm going to use that too in my Bobbi Brown palette. So I'm thinking for this look, you could afford, if it's pre-foundation, you could afford to go maybe 4 shades darker. I hope I'm not losing my head there by saying that. Oh, no, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be scared. Normie wasn't scared. So I'm contouring. It's a bit of a mess. You probably see a little bit about contouring in the magazines, some of the famous people. I have written a blog about it as well. Look, it's done a lot in the States with people like Kim Kardashian and the like, and very popular. For us girlies at home, you probably don't need to go the full, you know, the full Kardashian. But it does, you know, as we're trying this before foundation, we're going a little bit stronger than we would be doing it if we were doing it with a bronzer. Just blend that. So I'm creating the effect of cheekbones. Now you'll find with Kim Kardashian and the like, they do a little bit on the nose. I'm going to try, just a little bit. Because I've always wanted a smaller nose. Just a bit. So I'm contoured within an inch of my life. I have forgotten the chins. Now, let's not forget those. So great to give yourself a little bit of a stronger jawline. I'm going to move on to the Illuminating Nars liquid in the colour of Orgasm. I'm going to use this as a highlighter. This is what Normie did too. And I'm just going to grab a little brush. You can use your fingers, but because my hair's everywhere, I'm just going to do it with a little brush. So I'm going to put this on the higher planes of my face. Now why we're doing this is because this is where you want the light to catch beautifully. So you're kind of giving your face structure pre-foundation. It's the foundation of the foundation. I'm doing it down the nose, as you may have already guessed. A little bit on that Cupid's bow. I want to do a little bit here on the chin. Anywhere you want the planes of your face to sort of be more highlighted. Let's move on to the foundation. I'm going to use Harlotte Afterglow foundation in colour 3. It is a liquid, and I'm just going to put it on with a sponge, just ever so gently, over the pre-foundation work that we've done. So what you're doing with your foundation, you're stippling it on, you're being careful of all the stuff you've done beforehand. I've put eye cream on, so I'm going to use this as my concealer. Now what the pre-foundation work has done, it's just given the foundation a little bit of dimension. It's very subtle, but I can see the method behind it by Normie's madness. Well, Glams, there you have the foundation, but before we move on, I'm going to just prime the eyes with a bit of concealer. This is a by Terry Touché Expert. It's a little bit like a YSL Touché Expert, and I'm using it as a base for the eyes. It really holds the eyeshadow, and the colour is 3. So I'm going to just whack that on before we move on to eyes. Glams, there you've got the foundation. Click here to see eyes.